Alright, this is the improvised rewind, yeah, from that tune when music comes through me. Um, just another extended play, if you like, on the topic still, yeah. Alright, run the track, same track, music comes through me, yeah. They like to have people with tools to make us follow them about that, and people with tools to make us follow them about. Oh. Yeah, this music, yeah, is like different from all kinds of music that you see out there. Yeah, like for example, battle rap, yeah, which most people, I know you be comparing it to, but I told you it's different. The difference between my sound and most music out there is that you can't really compare it to them, because I don't have the pressures of having to please anybody. I don't chase no cheddar. I'm not looking for that. This is a way of expressing myself, a way of diverting hatred, the evil eye, if you like, and all of that shit there. So anyway, the topic of this talk is privacy and the importance of privacy to your state of mind. Now, your privacy is, you can even write down an equation to measure this. The less privacy you got, the less well you feel in terms of well-being and that. So when you look at someone who has no privacy in their life, they're always stressed out, they feel watched, like they can't move around without people watching them and criticizing what they do. And that's what my music is. It's a private sound. So I like to express myself freely. I don't want to be dictated to. I don't want to be influenced or led like some of these sounds are, like where everything you say can lead to your up or downfall. So I like to maintain freedom through my music, and that's what music was meant to be. Now back to the topic, privacy and what it means to me. And everybody out there, it should mean the same thing. So the topic I wanted to touch on is what happens when you got privacy. Everything you want to do in life, you can do it in your private life. So you don't have to show people what's going on in your life. So this makes you feel better, yeah, to feel like you got a place where you can go to be, well, boss in it. Yeah, you might be out street and no one's allowing you to run anything, but in your own home you can run things. So you need this. Yeah, everybody needs to feel like a boss. That's why the Almighty designed us like this. He designed us as units rather than a whole block or block. You have your own mind and consciousness, and that's private to you, and that's where you go to feel like you're a boss in this world, and you treat that like it's your kingdom and your God in that one. Yeah. So privacy is very important to me, and it should be very important to all of you, because I've noticed that when I afford people their privacy, they're healthier. Yeah, they interact healthier, and it's something that I think is a positive thing to spread, to try and let people know the importance of. Yeah. Now you have people who like to violate your privacy. They like to know everything that's going on there with a snitch mind. These people are addicted to seeing what another person's doing. So what I suggest is to those who are running things, that don't listen and don't empathize with people who start crying because they can't see into another man's private things. Anybody who wants to do anything to another human being and starts to cry about it, you must be stone cold. You must be hard-hearted to those. You can't really promote someone who wants to do something to someone else. We've got different religions out there, and some religious doctrine instructs their followers to do things to other human beings. But I'm living in a secular society, and the only way to cope with other religions is to be secular about it. There's parts of every religion that must be made dormant. The parts that involve you laying your hands on another human being, that one should be made dormant. Yeah, you practice your religion, but don't practice that part. And the ruling systems and governments around, they must ensure that people are not violated because of somebody else's religious beliefs. If you believe that this is right, keep it to yourself. Who the fuck cares? If you believe that this is wrong, keep that shit to yourself. Nobody cares. If you wanna attack someone, then obviously that is wrong. You must afford people to practice their own religions. So there's people who like crying to the influencers in society when they can't get to see what you're doing in your mind or privacy. But these are people that would try not to listen to if we're decent, because those are snitch ass motherfuckers. Put this fuck up on the rewind. This time, rewind that son of a bitch good. Yeah, and prepare for the next verse. Run that. Yeah, so like I was saying, right now, there's a pup who's like that. He acts like he's vulnerable around me and wants to expose everything I'm doing privately to everybody that's around, and basically he cries to the community as he's victimizing you. Have you seen these people? Yeah, somebody will roll up to your fucking crib as he's crying to the community. He'll be saying, oh man, this guy is so unfair, as he's rolling up to you. This is so unfair for him to be doing this, and he's watching with binoculars and shit and he's victimizing you as he's crying to the society. Yeah, and they're listening. Don't listen to people who are like that, because the more people agree with him, the stronger he gets, and then he starts doing some proper witchcraft on you. Yeah, so what I like to do in my music is what I do in all my tracks. So whenever I get writer's block, I analyze what's blocking my mind and I spit about that. So right now, yeah, as I'm starting to spit this one, I can feel like there's a lock on the bars that's coming out. So I'm describing this lock. Yeah, like I said, there's people who like watching what we do privately and they get kick out of that. These people are adrenaline junkies, and how they get their kicks is by watching other people, and that these are the people who become peeping Toms, peeping Janes, and these are the ones that end up becoming snitches that we have. So you must always try not to promote a snitch or a peeping Tom, because that's violating somebody else's privacy. So this one is watching my mind, and I've been trying for the last 20 years of my life. I'm still yet to find out how it's possible for another person to look and realize and know what's inside one's mind. So at the moment, they're still doing that one, and they hide in all the different places in society, and in empathy and sympathy that they get from others that love them up. So you don't love people like that. You must be cold-hearted to those. If you want to fix society, you must be cold-hearted to people who are different in a destructive way. So if you want things to be positive, you must be cold-hearted to those people who want things to be negative. Yeah. So I find that my technique works. My technique is kind of what Christ would advise. Everything I tell you doesn't involve attacking anyone. It involves you doing something, changing your behavior to bring about the will of God. You don't bring about the will of other people. You don't be scared of thinking in your mind. But these people get a kick out of making you scared to think in your mind. So what you do, yeah, you have a mindset. You have things you believe in. Whatever you believe in, you keep that to yourself. Keep that in your mind. Where is yourself? Where you must keep that. That's in your mind. Yeah. You keep things in your mind. That's keeping them to yourself. And as soon as you do that, no one can tell you none. Because when you keep things to yourself, that's intellectual property now. And when they start crying to do it, society, to allow them to view your mind, society must be weary of that, because sooner or later, someone like them will come around and they'll start viewing your shit too. So you must be careful when you promote people who want to see other people's minds, and because when that's done to you, lots of secrets will come up. So I have a point of view. I have what I believe in my life, and if somebody doesn't like that, unless you give me a bribe, I'm not really going to change my point of views because you object or you frown on that. Yeah. If you find my behavior in my private life offensive to you, then don't watch my private life, because I might find your behavior offensive to me if I watch your private life. So I have a right to believe and practice whatever I want. I have a lifestyle choice that I've chosen, and I am sticking to that. There's no ad-libbing in my mind. I will not promote another lifestyle in my mind. If you want me to promote another lifestyle in my mind, you give me a bribe and that. You can't take me for idiot. I'm not a man who's too small to stand up for my rights. So if I have a lifestyle choice that I believe in, I'm gonna stick to that. And if you want me to say something positive about your lifestyle choice, then you got to pay for that shit. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm not one of those people who's looking for clout or looking for followers. There's no big money that I'm going for. I'm not going to battle or something. So I don't really care if you don't like my sound. It's gonna sound like this, and if it's not hip, fuck you. You know, you can fuck off and go and listen to some other sound. I'm not stopping you. I'm not forcing anyone to listen to my tune, yeah, or my rhymes. But if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, you like it. So this is how I must be, and this is how you must be. Yeah, if somebody wants you to change and promote their way of thinking, their lifestyle choice, make sure you get paid for that shit. Yeah, that's all I'm talking about.